Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm gonna be updating y'all finally on where I've been, what I've been doing. There were several options that I gave y'all on my Instagram. And this right here is where I have been. And I laugh about it now, but it has been a struggle. We're pushing through, but it has not been easy. So I gave several options for like what y'all wanted. I basically took the responses and asked y'all what you wanted to see. Did you want to see about Emerson and life as a mama, or what I actually use my hospital bag, or my breastfeeding journey so far, or to combine it all? And basically I got the most votes for to combine it all. So that's what I'm gonna do. So that is what I'm going to do, and then I'm just going to put down below like the timestamps from each topic in case you just want to watch one topic. Are you just gonna listen to me talk? I'm so sweet. I'm feeling super emotional. I can't believe that she's a month and a half old. It's just so crazy. You dream about them and imagine what they'll be like and what they'll look like, and can't wait to hold them and all that. And then before you know it, a month and a half has passed and you don't even remember what life was like before them. I feel like I should just start it out with our breastfeeding journey because that's what we're doing right now, and she's obviously not having it. So I've waited so long to film this that honestly a month feels like 10 years. So in the beginning, I'll start with how like our very first struggle. So the day that we came home, which I think we came home 2 days after she was born. We went to the hospital on Monday. She was born Tuesday afternoon, and we went home Thursday afternoon. I believe that's right. And so the day that we came home from the hospital, she had had a wet and dirty diaper at 9 a.m. when they took her to the nursery. I can't remember what they were doing, but they took her for some reason. And for 24 hours after that, she did not have any wet or dirty diapers. Like I said, we came home that day around like lunchtime, early afternoon. For 24 hours, she did not have any wet or dirty diapers, and it scared the shit out of me. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that at least, like, especially the wet diapers, because like your baby's got to be hydrated. So needless to say, I didn't want to end up in the hospital, but I also really didn't want to supplement. Nothing against it at all. Later in this video, I'll probably get to the point where I tell you that many times I have thought about quitting breastfeeding and doing formula. There's nothing wrong with it. Fed is best, but there's, I guess if you're a mom, you could probably relate that that there's just something very emotional about it, and I just wanted to try to stick with breastfeeding. So I knew that the more I supplemented, the less my supply, like then I was gonna have to pump to keep my supply up and whatever. So it's 4 a.m. I'm crying because my baby has, it's been almost 24 hours and my baby has not dirtied a diaper at all, wet or dirty. Some days we have good days and some days we have days like today. So anyways, it's 4 a.m. I'm freaking out.
What?
Get out. Okay, I don't know where I was at because Austin interrupted, but it was 4 a.m. I was freaking out. So they gave me this whole paper at the hospital of different numbers to call, resources for breastfeeding. Anyways, I called the number and telling her, and she's like, okay, well, just keep giving her the breast as much as possible, and you know, that will she told me to keep giving her the breast as much as possible, and then if we didn't see any if we didn't have any wet or dirty diapers at the 24-hour mark, because we were like 5 hours away, then to supplement, but to still give her the breast every time before I supplemented. So I just knew I had that motherly instinct where I knew I needed to supplement. I had like 2 samples, and one of them said like closest to breast milk, whatever. So I gave her that, and basically I just looked up. I've had people ask me like what I did, how I knew what to do, whatever. I looked up how much she should be eating at 4 days old, and that first time I guess I just gave her like the full amount. After that I started pumping. I don't know if I said that, but she told me to start pumping every time, I think, to get my supply up. So she told me to feed her and then pump and give her whatever I had pumped. So I started pumping, and when I first started pumping, it wasn't even enough to pour in a bottle. Of course, this was still just colostrum. My milk took a long time. I'll talk about that in a minute. Took a long time to come in. So, and I really think that was probably because of my C-section. I want to say hi to the video. Say hi, I'm so perfect. Oh. That was a good burp. Is that what's been bothering you? I love you so much. Okay. Want to eat some more? So anyways, let's say like, okay. So let's say she was supposed to be eating 1 ounce. I can't remember how much it was. But if it was 1 ounce, I would pump and I would subtract however much I got from how much she was supposed to be eating, and then I would give the remainder of that in formula. So I would give her my breast milk first, but then I was also feeding her from the boob. So I don't know, it's kind of confusing, but I just did what I thought was best. And I'll insert some pictures maybe if I have some pictures, I know, but I went from getting barely enough to literally like coat the bottom of the bottle, barely enough to draw up in a syringe. And by the way, Austin's aunt ended up going into the store, or to Walgreens, and getting me small syringes to draw the breast milk up in to give to her, since it wasn't enough to pour into a bottle. They did not have those that you could buy, but she ended up getting some from the pharmacy. They just gave them to her. I'm sure you could order them on Amazon or something, but anyways, I did that. By the 24-hour mark, I was already producing enough pretty much to give to her, and I completely got rid of formula. But I will insert a picture, because the first bottle that I gave her, I cried like a baby. It just, no matter how much you try, you feel like a failure, and I just can't even explain it. Your hormones take over and you just feel like you're not doing what you should be for your baby. You're worried about your baby, you're stressed. So anyways, I did that, and then we were good after that. I guess after that we were good for like a week, and then I started feeling like she had a dairy allergy. So after the whole milk not coming in issue, I got my colostrum supply up, and my milk probably didn't come in. I had her Tuesday afternoon, and it did not come in until Monday or Tuesday of the next week, which they say 2 to 5 days, but I mean a week. Like, I usually hear people say that their milk came in the day after they got home from the hospital or 2 days later or whatever. So I don't know if that's common. Let me know down below if you're a mom and you're watching this. When did your milk come in? But yeah, so I had to work pretty hard to get my milk to come in and to get my colostrum supply up. Okay, we are in a different position now because this is the only way that she's happy. Every day. This is every day. Okay, so I know that I didn't fully talk about the dairy allergy. So basically I noticed a difference in her dirty diapers. You can look up the signs for a dairy allergy if you feel like your baby has an allergy. So I'm not going to go into detail on that, but I noticed that change. She was also really fussy, really gassy. I can't even think of all the signs now. Like I said, I've waited way too long to film this, but we went through that and I cut dairy out, and it really helped. And then I made an appointment for her at 1 month because I was also worried about her, like a tongue or lip tie possibly, because I don't know if I've mentioned it yet, but she is not able to latch without a nipple shield, nursing shield, and that's still the same today, and she's actually 2 months old today. So when we went to the pediatrician, he was like, well, let's wait until 2 months. Just ignoring my dog in the background. He was like, let's just wait till 2 months, and if she's still having trouble, then we'll refer you to see about a tongue or lip tie. He pretty much said that she had a lip tie, but that he's not basically like experienced in it where he could tell me any more information other than that she does have one, but he didn't know like how severe. So yeah, and then he also said to go ahead and add dairy back in, and against my better judgment I did, and she was really fussy for like a week or so, but I decided that it was going to be extremely hard for me to fully cut it out. Like, that means you can't have butter. There are so many things that have dairy in them that you wouldn't even think of. Crackers, like processed foods. So I decided that was going to be really hard to completely like cook all my food separate from Austin's food, or try to like switch Austin over as well. So I never fully cut it out. I didn't drink it in my coffee creamer. I avoided larger things, like I wouldn't add sour cream to things I usually did, but I didn't fully cut it out, and she's much better. I do still notice at times it's worse, and then some days she seems fine, but I think that she's gonna grow out of it. So there's the update on the dairy allergy. Okay, I've tried to film this so many times. The last clip that you just watched, let's just say there's a lot going on, and I got interrupted that day, so I'm gonna try to finish this here because I really need to get this video uploaded. So I talked about the dairy allergy last. We are still dealing with her latch. So she turned 2 months old yesterday, and her 2-month checkup is next week, and at her 1 month appointment, her doctor, her pediatrician, had said that we would get a referral to see, I think he said an ENT. I can't remember, but anyways, to see about her tongue and lip tie if at 2 months we were still really struggling, and we are. I try to latch her without the nipple shield and it just does not work out. So I really think that she has at least a lip tie. I'm not sure about a tongue tie. I don't know a whole lot about tongue ties, but from what I've looked up with lip ties, she has like all the signs, and it's pretty obvious to me. Like, she can't open her mouth very wide enough to even get a good latch. So that's where we're at with that. Honestly, we're doing pretty good with nursing. I do have mastitis for the 2nd time right now. I'm on antibiotics. I'm feeling better, but still currently on my antibiotics for it. So that's unfortunate, but I pretty much know the reason I'm getting that, and both times that I've gotten it, she the first time she just wasn't eating very good at night. She was just really sleepy. Now she's starting to sleep longer stretches, so like she'll sleep from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. sometimes. My body is definitely not used to that, so from where my boobs stay full overnight, I guess it leads to like clogged ducts too. But anyways, it leads to infection. So I'll just wake up one day and be in tons of pain and have a fever and all that. Luckily this time I think I caught it a lot earlier. I knew what I was looking for, and so I called my doctor right away and they called me in some antibiotics. That is really tough when you're in the thick of it, and at the beginning when it's really bad, the last thing you want to do is like feed through it, because it's painful like to feed through it. Honestly, we've had so many struggles that it would be a lot easier at this point, I feel like, to just give up, but I'm really committed. I had no idea the emotional commitment that or the like emotional connection that I would have with breastfeeding. Like, it breaks my heart to even think about quitting on so many different levels. Like, it makes me sad to think about like not having that time with her anymore, even though it is so time consuming. And some days you may be thinking, oh my gosh, I could be doing a million other things, or thinking like, oh my gosh, I could have a break if only I wasn't breastfeeding. Because no matter what, even if I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, I'm like, yeah, I could leave and go do this by myself, like get some alone time, but I'm breastfeeding, so I still have to pump or something. So I would much rather just feed my baby, because pumping is not fun. So yeah, anyways, I love it so much, and even though it's the hardest thing I've ever done, and I don't know how I'm ever gonna quit. Even though going into this, like, I really wanted to do it, but I knew that it may be really hard, and I just wanted to do it as long as I could, but not really any longer than like 4 to 6 months. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really proud that we have pushed through all the struggles. I mean, we've had mastitis twice, dairy allergy, a bad latch. She has screamed and fought me, and we've made it. We're here, we're pushing through, we're hanging in there. So anyways, there's the update on that. I don't really know what else. I'm not going to talk about my hospital bag in this video because I feel like it may already be too long. And I've got lots of other videos that I've filmed after this, when I started this video. So I want to get those up. So I will talk about the hospital bag and like my must-haves and all that in upcoming videos. Probably talk about like my necessities for postpartum recovery, a C-section postpartum recovery, and yeah, so I feel like a lot of people voted on that post to hear all about life with Emerson. So the videos that I filmed after this are some, I don't think I filmed any like overnight 24 hours in the life or whatever you want to call it. If y'all want to see that, let me know. But I have filmed some vlogs and stuff, so you can kind of see like what my life is like. So yeah, Austin interrupted me as always. In those videos you'll kind of be able to see what my life is like, but everything's going pretty good. I'm so in love that the sleepless nights, the tough time breastfeeding, the overwhelming life of being a new mom during COVID and everything that comes along with that, it's all worth it, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love her so much. Watching Austin become a dad has been just amazing, and learning our new life together as parents, just like the quality time, we just feel so complete. Like I wouldn't trade getting married and having kids young for the world. Like, we're still at home having a drink, hanging out, doing what we want, but with our baby everything is 10 times better with your child. So anyways, I'm really excited to share all the videos. I need ideas, so if you have any requests, let me know. And also another life update, I'm sure most of you that follow me know that I do makeup for a living. So I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I have my hair license, I just am not in a salon. I don't do much hair anymore, but I do makeup, and I've had lots of opportunities with different companies, but especially this one company called Pharmacy, and I've been meaning to try it forever. Like, honestly, even if I didn't sign up as an influencer, I wanted to try the makeup for a video here on my YouTube channel. So I decided to take the leap and sign up as an influencer, which means that I share the products and make a commission. I get a discount, so it's a really great opportunity, and I'm going to go into way more detail here soon. But I joined Pharmacy a couple days ago. I placed the order for my starter kit, I placed another order for myself, and then I just placed another bulk order for a couple friends and family that wanted to try, and then a couple of things for myself. And then today they launched, I think it's their third launch of their new lipsticks, which are supposed to be amazing. They're liquid, like matte lipsticks, which I'm really picky about, so I'm excited to try them. You will definitely be getting my honest opinion, because I'm just honest. I'm not gonna lie about anything, even if it's to sell it, you know. That's not me. But anyways, they were like selling out of those really quick when they launched them, and they launched them again today, and I picked up the bundle, so I got the whole, there's at least 6, maybe 8, I'm not sure. I honestly didn't even look, I just went ahead and ordered it. So anyways, there's a life update. I don't know if I'm forgetting anything. Like I said, this is in like 3 different days that I tried to film this, so I'm just gonna leave it here because I know it's already getting long. But if I missed anything, I'll include it in upcoming videos. Like I said, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. And thank y'all for watching. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I'll see y'all in my next video.